story about the culture of the Muslims, and today we are on our way to their mosque or
Masjid Abu Bakar.
pakiulit be.
But you have to look at
Pakiulit. Ano tawag?
Masjid Abu Bakar.
Masjid Abu Bakar. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we are now going to enter. This is the room for the boys or for the men. And they are already finished doing their salah, prayer. Okay, so we're going to take a look at their Quran. And earlier I asked May if we can touch it or if we can open it. And she said that we can only touch it if we wash our hands. So we didn't wash our hands, so we're not gonna touch it. We're just gonna look at it, at its amazingness.
So, I will clarify that the room for boys and girls are segregated.
So, as Maine said earlier, the room for the girls is separated from the room of the boys. So, we will show you the room of the girls first. Let's go. So, as we've seen earlier, there was this woman standing there in the study room, and May will explain to you what she's doing.
So, as we seen earlier, that's how Muslims pray. They are praying. We are praying 5 times a day with a fixed time.
Okay, so as you can see, they're taking off their shoes because it's a must for them that everyone who enters should take off their shoes. Because they believe that the feet is part of our body, and we are going to consider sacred place for prayer. That's why.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, ibig sabihin na magsimula tayo sa pangalan ng Allah at magsimula tayo at pagdait sa inyong lahat. Yun ang ibig sabihin sa Arabic words. Ang masjid namin nahati sa dalawa. Bali, separate ang babae at saka lalaki. Sa ilalim yun ang masjid, yun doon nagsasala ang mga lalaki at dito ang mga babae. So, the other room, yun ay ang pangkaramihan na mag-pray ang mga babae. So, more or less can cater 100 to 200 person at least. At dito kami nagli-lecture. At the same time, kung anong mga function namin dito, at kung magsala kami, limbawa, 3, 4, 5, dito rin kami nagsasala. So, bisita, at least dito namin tinatanggap ang mga bisita. Sa babae, at saka sa mga lalaki naman, doon si baba. At saka lalaki rin, ang usually, ang mag-entertain o kaya yung magharap sa kanila.
Do Muslims really need to study the Arabic language, and why?
Every Muslim must need to study Arabic language because only if we use Arabic language, all the Muslim all over the world can understand to each other. Because every time we pray, we use Arabic, and our Quran is written in Arabic. So, in order to learn and to read the Quran for Muslim, we need to study Arabic. And our prayer is taught by Arabic. And all Muslim in all nations, we have only one prayer, which is in the form of Arabic. So it means to say that if your language is different, or Spanish, or English, or Tagalog, or Japanese, or in Chinese, but as long as you pray in Arabic, you can understand to each other. So by the form of Arabic, the Muslim can unite and can understand to each other, unlike the other books that is not remain intact or original to its form from the beginning. Unlike the Bible, which is now commonly in the market or everywhere, you can see that it's not in the original form. You cannot see the original form. But in Arabic, if we lost the whole book of Arabic in the whole universe, there are still people who are memorized the entire Quran, which is in the form of Arabic, which is even the whole universe. The Quran will disappear in the memorization or in the form of the words or in Arabic words. Many Muslims have memorized the whole book of Quran. So that is a must for Muslim to learn Arabic.
Okay, so what are the proper clothing for the girls and for the boys?
The proper dress code for Muslim women is to cover the aura. Yes, we have two kinds of covering. Yes, and for women, usually we have to wear long dress, which is cover your legs, your arms, and by other women, which is we have the hijab, as you can see some other sister that they only covering their head, but you can see the face, and other sister covering the whole face, which is we call this niqab, and the half to the head here is we call it hijab. And for the brother, they can wear any shirt as long as they don't wear those sleeveless in the public places. They are not allowed to do that because even the men need to cover the aura. Yeah. So the pants of the Muslim, it should be below the knee.
Below the knee?
Yeah, and in the pants should be above the ankle here, this side, yung buko-buko. Yeah. And for the Muslim brother, it should be the skirt upon here. They are not allowed to wear skirt. They are allowed to wear sleeveless inside the house, but they are not by the proper. But as you can see, around here now, many Muslim, maybe you will see I'm the liar because we can see many brother Muslim not wearing sleeveless in the public places. So that is upon themselves. But in proper by Muslim teaching, they should not wear sleeveless in the public. And also for the women, they are not allowed to wearing skirt. Yeah, and sleeveless also, and they are not allowed to show the arms and the legs.
So for the culture, do young people today, or do you believe that young people today still have a sense of culture?
For today, my opinion, my personal opinion, as I can see, they are slowly losing their culture. Even for the Filipino culture, we're not talking about the religion culture. We are also observing the culture of Filipino culture. You see, as you can see now, women, they walk almost naked on the street. And so sadly that for us Muslim women to see that if they saw covered woman down the street, they are laughing for the covered woman. But if they saw those girls that halfly naked, and then they are fantasizing and they are admiring. So sad to see this happening now. And as you can see, women lost their, what do you call haya in English? Their modesty. Yeah, as you can see. For us Muslim women is teaching to observe and really put haya or modesty upon ourselves. As you can see now, we cannot see modesty because as you can see now, the women are the one courting the girl courting the guys, you see. And yes, you can see the women nowadays, they are not waiting for the man to approach them. They are approaching the men. And nowadays, you can see, I can see many of women going to the house of the man instead the men going to the house of the woman. So I don't think the culture now, young people observe it. They totally, slowly losing it.
What can be done about racism and prejudice in your own opinion?
For my opinion, and I always experience that as practicing Muslim woman, we always on the street with my daughter, we always criticize, prejudice by the people because we are covered, and they call us terrorists, they call us monster, they call us ugly because we cover ourselves. So we always experience this every day outside the walk. And through this, I learned that if we experience this to the people around us, we should not get angry. I telling my daughter, don't be angry. Because they are only innocent. They don't know the reality. They don't know our faith. They don't know our beliefs. So, in order to do this, we don't criticize them back. Instead, if we have the chance, whatever they do for us, we call it sabar. We have to be patient. And if we get a chance, we try to talk to them nicely that whatever they think or whatever they do, we are not bad people as them. We don't criticize people by the look. And most common now happening because we are Muslim and they saw us from our dress code that we are Muslim, they call us ISIS. So I always telling them, if in the public places people are calling me ISIS, calling me to the ISIS, and telling them, if there is ISIS around us, I will be the first to running away. Because I am not ISIS. You don't know, you're talking what is ISIS. ISIS is not the cover black. ISIS is not the woman who walking in the street with a long black dress. So, by this giving them the information or explaining if you get a chance and if you don't get a chance, whatever they do, just try to ignore and try to be patient with them. And inshallah, by then, your action, your dealing, then it will change them. Because these people around us, you are not only meeting them once. You're meeting them again. Somehow, somewhere, they will meeting you again. And they will see you again. And they will see this woman, I telling her like that, like that, like that. And after a while, they stop telling you, and you just look at her, you just feel nothing. You don't feel anything. You are not affected because you are not like that. So by this, I encourage every sister that if we meet those people around us with discrimination, prejudice, we should be patient. And if we can give a good attitude towards them, everything will be changed in the future. And their perspective upon Muslim women will be changed, inshallah, by the help of Allah.
Okay, for our last question, what would you say is, from your perspective, the most commonly held misconception about people of your culture?
Misconception. Actually, there's a lot of misconception. They think that we are covered women, we are oppressed. They think that we are like slave or like we are forced to cover. They think that we are overdo ourselves. But why you can cover your hair? Why must need to cover yourself? This is a very common misconception by the people around us, because they say that you can live without cover, but why you must have to cover? But for me, I make this obligatory upon myself. So whatever it is my right. And for my faith, there is a lot of misconception, because they think that if you are Muslim, then you are belong to the terrorist group. They think that all Muslim is bad, but they compare Muslim to Islam. So I want to tell everyone, if I get a chance, that there is two different between Islam and Muslim. Muslim is people which is different culture, different level of belief, and different practicing, different level of knowledge upon Islam. So it means to say that they are not the same. Islam is perfect. Islam is no doubt that if the person is practicing Islam, you will see all the best of creation upon her or upon himself. There is no doubt that a person who are practicing Muslim or practices the Islam, you cannot doubt her personality, his personality, his dealing with people, and you should not be afraid of the person who are practicing Muslim, because all the good that the Creator decree or make obligatory, the practicing Muslim and the practicing woman and man, this is the best creation of Allah upon this earth who are walking. But if you thinking about Muslim, some Muslim are living like it's worse than, as you can see. So that is why we cannot level Islam and Muslim the same. People are not perfect. Muslim are not perfect. They have so many mistakes. But Islam is perfect, and there is no mistake. There is no error in Islam. Thank you.
Thank you so much for spending your time for today. Sister, that's
Alhamdulillah.
all for today. Thank you so much. So as you mentioned earlier, you pray daily with a fixed time. So what is when do you pray?
First, the first prayer in the morning called Fajr is usually 4 a.m. Then the next prayer is what we call Dhuhr, and it usually to 12 noon. The third one is what we Asar. It happens 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we still have 2 more, which is the Maghrib and Isha, which is 6, and the other is 7 o'clock.
So 5
Yeah, we pray.
times a day. 5
And
times
it is obligatory in every religion.
obligatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So painful. Okay, guys, so we are finished with interviewing Sister Khadija. And
Yes, right.
she's really nice. She accompanied
Yes,
us. And she revealed or spilled everything in our interview. And now we realize what's the difference between Islam, Muslims, Arab, the way they practice their faith, and such other things. It's amazing. And it's also, it's really sad that people are like stereotyping them or people
Yes,
judging
people judge
them
them.
like whenever they see them in their hijab or in their black dresses, they call them ISIS or some other things. It's sad, but they're really nice, you know. You just have to know them more. You know, you just don't have to judge every people you see. Wow. That's it. That's for today. Rovic, ano? Takpan mo na in 3, 2,